So, up next we have Kiana Lewis and Jordan Barnes. They're going to be pitching Forgotton Dreams Theatre Company.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kiana Lewis, the Artistic Director and co-founder of the Forgotton Dreams Theatre Company, and here with me is Jordan Barnes, our business consultant.
Hello. Why theatre, you may ask, obviously, because it's quite a broad area, but it is our passion and we love to do it and we are dedicated. And theatre is a ever-growing market, never going to die, and it spreads all the way from stage to film, TV, and nationally and internationally around the world. It's everywhere.
Our company began in November 2016 with a grant of £500 from the university, and we will be able to begin the process of building our company from the ground up. Throughout this process, we almost tripled our grant, raising over £1,500, not including ticket sales from our first venue, which we'll receive in the summer.
Obviously, from you lovely people, we're asking for £3,000, and this will be spent on, obviously, building the company and running the production that we are planning to perform later this year. Currently, there are 6 of us within the company, and we are hoping to have at least 4 more by the end of the summer.
Our 5-year plan, in a nutshell, is about growth and sustainability. By the end of 2017, we want to have devised our second project, and each year onwards, devise 2 shows a year. Every year, we want to increase our income by publicising and expanding our audience using social media as the main part of the marketing process. For example, this graph shows our income rising from £3,000 a year to £25,000 in the next 5 years.
Here's obviously on the left-hand side a breakdown of what your money will be used for, developing our first show for later this year and into the beginning of 2018, and on the right are projected what we could make from the show.
The results. If we reach our estimated targets by 2018, we will have a reserve of £2,000, not including money from possible sponsors and from performing at festivals and other events. If we gain opportunities like this, we could make on average another £2,000, which will give us a grand total of £4,000 going into 2018 and a profit of £1,000.
Obviously, there are risks with a theatre company, but every risk does have a solution, I can assure that. A few of the festivals we want to expand to get our name out there, for example, the National Student Drama Festival, Edinburgh Fringe Festival up in Scotland. Obviously, most of our advertising at the moment was done over social media, and we wish to continue on that path purely because it's a great way to get out there and get people's attention and everything.
The world is now ready for a creative company to defy their expectations and make them excited about theatre again. We are a company made up of big dreamers, yes, but we are also big achievers who strive to be nothing but the best in the industry. Thank you very much.
Nailed the time. We tried.
So where is the venue? Where would you, if you were going to do one later on this year, is it going to be here at the university or?
Well, we want to use the Wickham Swan again, and also the Clapham Omnibus because they were amazing venues for us. But also we're looking to perform in Brentford, and we're also hoping to expand to other areas of the UK.
And when you say £800 for the venue hire,
Yes.
is that really how much it would cost? I would have thought it would be more.
£800 is like the standard rate. What we have found from exploring from our last project is that some of them ask for 500 depending on if they're a public service or not, but £800 is like the standard rate for a venue.
And what sort of audience, how many people would be watching?
Well, our previous performances have had from about 40 people to 150 people depending on the venue really, depending on how accessible it is to students and others in the community.
So you say you'd like £3,000 on funding for building the company.
Yes.
What do you mean by building the company? Do you have a website and?
We have different social media pages, but we want to have a website where people can book us, especially. We really want to tackle universities and schools and really get the word out there about our theatre company. Many theatre companies have approached Bucks New Uni and have collaborations with them where they come and perform workshops and perform in the evening, and we want to do this in other venues as well. And they were also university students in the past who have done the same thing that we want to do.
So you've already run an event before.
Yes.
What was the gross margin you made?
We made about £1,500, but we did make more. We're not told the amount yet, as it's still with the venue currently. But yes, we would like to show you a video as well, but that is still marking material. All of that information and my directing plans for the company is marking material at the moment.
Okay, so 1,500.
Yeah.
So that was your net profit. With no other cost from that. Did you guys pay yourself?
We had donations. We did fundraising events at the university and very successful ones. Even at the student union, we put on events in the evening, and this raised most of the income that we spent on costume and set, etc.
And you would take that play elsewhere, would you? That's the one.
Yes. We want to tour that one, which is called Queen of the Skies. I think
It's on the table
it's
now.
on the table in front of you. Different pictures. There's 2 scripts there, and also our programs from our last show. So we'd like to tour that as well. But we also want to create a new project because we feel like we've got a lot more to say, a lot more to put out there, and it's all original work. So it's all from us, based on our research.
If you have 8 or 9 people here, and you've obviously got to rehearse and things like that.
Yes.
So how these people all doing volunteers, or how are they getting paid?
Well, those in particular were students here, so it was part of a module, advanced production. So we were called as a company to come together and all have specific production roles. So being, whether that's marketing, directing, whatever that would be.
That's not sustainable long term. If you can't always have free students.
Oh no, we've put that in our budget.
How much? You've got to pay people for the rehearsals? And
Yes, so we have £200 per month going towards each actor that we have, and currently there's 3 of them. The rest of them are students looking to go on to other things that are for the last production. But we have 3 solid actors, and we use multi-rolling as part of our theatre, so we wouldn't need many more, but we are looking for 4 more possibly, as those are the applicants that we have
and
at the
script
moment.
You've got here, which looks incredible. Where did this script come from?
Me and my friend Caitlin, we wrote that ourselves. Yeah.
So it's all original.
All
Don't have to pay any rights or fees to perform what we perform because we make it.
We
So
make it.
on the benefit of that,
Sell that as well. Is
with
that
us,
worth something?
on the benefit of that, we can then copyright our own materials and sell them on to other schools or performing groups that want to.
In the past, groups that have devised their own shows have sold their copyright for their scripts from £70 to £100 per show. So it depends how many times that the group wants to perform our content. So that's what we're hoping to do to raise profit after we're finished touring that particular show.
So your whole model is like you do original work, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So would you ever consider changing that, like taking on work that's not?
I think there's a lot out there that hasn't been shown yet. So I feel like we as a company are devisers. We have a lot of content that we do want to put out there, and so we wouldn't consider using work that's already been.
Really quickly, part of the competition is the fact that any theatre company can take a play, repeat it, and play it again and again and again, but not many can create one from scratch and make one completely out of nowhere.
Thank you very much.